Sebusia for me, Mamma mo aquaba be Medino da so Dr. Rena. Mr. When you mo awoba senia ye no na wabomodiana wa share video no. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth indeed shall set men free. Ebusia, we dear Ubesia, one tell another won't blow. We've heard the news. Sri Lanka has led the way. Ghana, Sri Lanka, a decline. And your ma air coboni a Ghana no. What Ghana no a CC muhuno. Yen Ghana no a yetimuno. Kufwa do di enemuno. Nyoma na koswo no a na wuhunu video was Sri Lanka no. Ghana de no de to Sri Lanka ho a. Ghana de ne ye west. TME. Ghana de no de to Sri Lanka ho a ye west. The enti ameka se ye west ne se ye wo gold, ye wo diamond, ye wo bauxite, ye wo manganese. And so Kufwa do ko pabosiabo. The man 14 billion US dollars no baba be say no. No a cost will compare 2-3 billion every IMF for a bailout. In February, omo be catch and say employment minister ebe catch and say Ghana ya hye a Ghana krona manakwa kodum pempenso bi adwuma kora de ebu. Ne nyina sa na ye ntwato so ye ntro na omu di yen. TME. Baby I minu me enu ye du o man Ghana mo no kodwemu a wonim say ekromu aye den. Kanokre. Na wo hunto. Manana msa nokre empe onyonko nokre empe dodo nti. Ghana woka nokra wunya dodo mani ntie no wasopem. Diatro benya nkofo amoma babobon chemku abetie wonsam a wo ka no because wo diatro. Wo kontokaboni bi wo ye beef eno de obetin nkofo baba betie. Esan se Christo sum religion no Islam ne Christianity no yi ya adwene afri nneoma ehia fata wo man ne mu ana de ya adwene akosi nneoma ensem fata ehia yen tiemiye so we de esi wo Sri Lanka wo mo se prime minister ne president na ya akromfo eno nti emebunu ne mmaba wa no asori asojafo a policefo a teacherfo a doctorfo imams for a Christopher Muslim for a wiasefo nyina asori aka omo ho abom ano manante eden akukudro akọ the seat of government the president seat apamo president any prime minister the mebesa me kire ma wote ase ne se enema na wo hunu wo Sri Lanka no Ghana de ne ye west than Sri Lanka so Ghana ni tiwo but yemfa manyame wuwusi yemfa manyankopon twedi ampon bataya adoma wonyansa enye bibia ne de manyame. There are certain things in life you deal with it. Accommodate wa won kasa wo de manyame, you eat, you find, you look for food and you eat because you say accommodate when did dia wunya energy enkoye adwuma ade no de won kasa fa manyame because you know say the remedy to anger yes obey the pay aduane edi. The remedy to our problem say be pamu akufo ado na busua no a wo mo ati Jubilee House a wo mu hwe yan no pa wiane anajo no, that is the remedy. Say yes solve problem I am found kwasiafo and solve problem. Ye pa nyansafo wo mu di wo madwene mu dawo no kura na wo mpenti ana me se no kura nso ye nton anya anim faso because no kura no obi enu obepese obeto entro na amanfo to timi uko dwomunim the prices of efenese and tomatoes compared to 2016 2014 2015 John Mahama was wunim when they compare Kufuado no chese Mahama was incompetent no and under the incompetent ni mum no the so-called competent no under the so-called competent no wonu mum ye kodwa so ne ye kosesa $1 ye nya ACD ni echire enti se me ka kire wo se eno no ma me kire mu e kire se December no na wo sesa $1 no na wunya 6 cedis 30 pesos enti se wo kokwan so na wo kofa no ma na se wo pe e friend saying $100,000 wo pe se wo sesa de ko cedis mu wo pe $100,000 e se wo sesa cedis bebre 63,000 and sana wa ba benya e friend saying dollar a 100,000 TME fa kwa adwendwenem. And then me no say just last year December no. Yes, it's $1 and just 30 pesos. And then me no say December 6 months as 7 months ago. This year me no say it's $1. And I'm ACD any almost 9 cedis. This is P and conform na mo ka kire yen say, wo mo ka kire yen say Mahama ene na memmu a wo bu no nye papa one ne NDC fo mu amamu papa enti omo sorry mfra konya no so na Akufo Addo de he has men na ombetuma bebu amemmu no and na amemmu na te sen wakogina sorry dem na wo buttons wo som Nyankopon na wo de ho twitwi fom na wahye fita wo fita no a wo hye nyina no ya bontin so fita oba wadwenem de adwene bone Ghana Christopher mu ye very wicked and evil. Mun penokore and canokore. The Ghanaian Christians mododo no mun penokore and canokore. You know what Akufo Addo is doing to this country. Yet you've kept quiet. Yet you've kept mute. And kaya Mahama and I'm so going Jenny or yes ceremony in Kenya idea no ever kwa sin home because the ceremony the only inferior. Akufo Addo is superior and canase. And the ne as o mine. And I mean the synopsis no ejina Sri Lanka the no so. Me a me ko Akufo Addo a wose wate na ketua so because o mine mu ayedi nti wate na ketua so. Me de madwe nkyere beka ho e de ama. Tinie. Oba send ye no abreni na wa share video because baby a yedu no ye nibre so ane yedu. Yedu de nibre so. Ye mpanyimfo mu di ye nim ye nkwasiafo. Em ye nto sebi mo me nka nkyere mo so mo ye nkwasiafo. Ye mpanyimfo mu di ye nim enka nokore em ye nto sebi mo me nka nkyere mo so mo ye nkofo mo ye nkontompofo. O to sebi se. Papa yi owo opposition ka kire ye nsem de. De na no fefa ahemfofo ho de na no fefa eye bishops fo ho wo de na no fefa Christofo ho wo de na no fefa wiasefo ho wo betena akonya nimu a 6 years nie not even one secondary school na wesi 6 years nie not even one hospital na wesi de wo ye incompetent no wo ma ye hospital mu ahodo ka wo kanka beka varieties kawo kan ko beka asroto de wo ye incompetent no de ye boni dia na ye so ne de wabon no ye nua no ye se ono de ono ye nua no na ye brother na de ye so wabon e friend John Mahama no ye boni dia ye tumi hu se UGMC hospital esi wo fe modernized hospital ye papa bi sen United Kingdom a me ti krom ha me hu hospital compared to the Mahama see wo Ghana obadwene ba no wadwene mabunu ni wo nda che ho. It was just epidemical. Now look at what he did. Akufo Addo mo baaye, wo mo mbia UGMC hospital po mo so mo mbia de biara da until sa COVID-19 baaya kum wo mo de wo mo to din VVIP incompetent esi hospital eme no mo fredi VVIP. Senkenya incompetent the hospital a wo si ya kamumbusa Rebecca Akufo ni Akufo Addo se enkometumi ato din eye VVIP ana mum penokore wo mo amoto abama MPP penokore afesu wo Ghana no mo se wo man no from 1957 wo mo mabom man amo man no yenkwa yanim eye MPP for me say every 1957 wo mo mama kro Ghana enkwa nanim eye MPP for dodo no aye akan for very inferior complex people. Inferiority complex no did wo madwenem ye mpa de pa aya ye kasa asante mpa de pa wo free say ye duabo ye nokore asante mpa de pa asante ni aso abu an asante nam no dwa na no timi asante wonam no dwa na no na me gold and mo diamond enso asante pe gold atwa this wo call ye Togo this wo call Brazil ekopeto ye gold to enso asante ti gold so and nanti gold so and so ni gold we to niko asante kasa inferiority complex no tiemiye ene ye ka no kore no so penny ye beka without fear without favor. This is where we speak truth. Ahade oba yen jijiji yen so sensem so bahande yen message so menya wo kunu menya wo boyfriend menya wo mpena bi me mbeso so oba ha ye kan okra ni kire to me yet kronim wona Kufuor be ka kire yen say John Mahama ye incompetent nti ye koto aba yen hwe no yamnya den wo mbra no betena akonya so papa no ye incompetent no wonim hospital dodo a wo jamae ebi kura wo nwurem modernized ones Kufuor do mana kenwurem so odi sika Ghana sika beso so na yesiesie na ho aba mfaso ama asanteman Kufuor so se de bi da asanteman enwu because asante nim nyansa ekotoma Kufuor do ampa Kufuor do wudika because asante dwene kwa akiri anka obi te se wo nko asante nkoto aba emma wo enam sa asante adwene ewo fomunti na asante koto aba de ma wo yenka no kore do yenka no kore ne nkyira asanteman wonya asanteman nse ne Dr. Ren wonya asanteni nse ne Dr. Ren ti Jairof no the same thing ukwa aigbe atu aba mavo ayi NDC atu aba ma NDC akwa aigbe fu kurum kwebe unhu bibi papa wa aigbe kurum da enioma wuhu ni nyina wa aigbe kurum dodo no aye enioma akwa ame nkroma mo ene ye champion mo etumi bo modin aye Rollins be ye kakra bi 19 years kwa aigbe fu kurum kwebe ene na ebia okuja to abla kwa young boy a sebio wo dynamic na adwene mu do a obo modin aka nokre epenuema papa de ama igbe nti wo ye nuema papa they said ye they said your friend say jomro eye afu toffee a wa ba ene jomrofo eye omuhu ben monyame nke kan ye amabo a wote elembele de a wono de ubesi ni nan nyina ye kele ge hunu de wo ye na nse me kan na asem menim se me wo fa no bi eni anje ho but me kan dokore no ye yamba ma abusua wo ye ba ma wo my Ghana no ye national treasure e de ma Ghana we will speak truth to power without fear, without favor. Because you need to go fast stress or move stress. Oh yes. When small boys be no more a video, on conam stress or we Ghana for a baku ya no more live video. I was desert so Libyan desert, Ghana near ama omu live video. Yan tisa Ghana armed forces impose the helicopter ko fire dish yaba fie de bida America. Ka be hunu helicopter e be kwa kofa dish yaba Canada ka be hunu helicopter e be kwa kofa wo mo dish yaba tiemi enioma na esi wo Sri Lanka no me be kire wase na wate ase se tumi no wo ho na ewo wo tumi no e ka no Kufuor do Jubilee House a wote no e ye wo nti an wote Jubilee House de bia me ka kire wo se 7 December bia du a yakonya no eye 4 years bia 7 December du a akonya no eye vacant Jubilee akonya no eye vacant chese ye ni obi a odi ye nso eno nti ye pu bi obedi ye nimu a sa akonya no ye bohu dawuro se Ghana ni bia wenya 40 years a na adwene mu da ho won konko fankrata emfiri eye Jane Mensa ho na won den won betro ni din no nkire de nti a opese Ghana foto abade ma no ye kohwehwe mu ana se ECA electoral commission hunu se was sefatase ye be print ni din ato eye friend sen ballot paper so a go bi kan se ballot paper so na ye din aye aka ho amana to ade ada ballot paper no so asante kan ballot ye nya asante fo ye kan ballot ye RL any problem ye kan ye friend sen R ne L no aye nya problem ti ye kan problem e kan problem en kan no krenchira santimai asante di ewu akanman ye di Ghana ewu 47% of the total population aya kanfo enti ye population is ye 30 million out of the 30 million emu 47% aya kanfo akanfo nso so na di MPP fo ba wo mo nso na twen wo man no konachi asante mpa de pa asante pa de pa nke na asante Garden City adane mfuturo city and Asante Garden City, Adane Bola City, and Kano Crenchre to me. And we tune for no your friend would tune for and the CC was so joining free a year face the country and until Nana baby I will be a michiao. But Tessa wouldn't crash ma. See and country Dr. Ren say, who can fix the country convenience until Jubana ye no young coswani yenye, a 10-year yen free. Unia do my henbe support to ye. I am Monsumi and Montetim was in a moncam boom. We are here for whom you know I'm feeling more. Diana for Susu de Mebusia Monsu where Diana for her. Young can credit to me. And I won't know the AC was Sri Lanka. Woman so months to song Quasia Samso. Woman so months to so Jimmy Samso. Woman share president M. Fanny Ma Mbegu America ni UK. Now woman with take room home but chere woman. And until Sri Lanka has taken the lead. They have shown that indeed power truly belongs to the people and not the so-called president and the prime ministers. Ye pewamani year. Yen dino krenchre yahu. And ye kwesiana. Ukoye message ben our pastor did ma wo. There is no message we are saying, Sen se bi ukoye ukobompa yesinya mema wunye adwuma. Adwuma no so emfree heaven ne beba. Because adwuma ni nyina wo Ghana dada. We have every ingredient for Ghana to succeed. Every ingredient for Ghana for us to succeed. And that is the gospel truth. I didn't any Ghana, I didn't. I said Ghana need this economic desert is so live or call a friend saying or fat desert is what I could do Italy. A DNA any Ghana. Everything is in Ghana. And the crowd here, you call computerized world in the Mumpodi. Majority of your friends say new ma yenya. I did boy emma computer mu abefun fidien nyoma a cost one. We have all the natural resources. Because there are certain rocks that when a man temun in persuasion, ye tua ye nyamu, a friend says, Sah, a good dear no. What is the problem with us as citizens? That we cannot even realize that we have the power. Sri Lanka has led the way. Jubilee House never won. We see Kana Yedi say, we see Kana Ekufado Ede fa a press by a private jet. Jubilee House, we see Kana Ekufado de fa private jet. I have told you, say, when Ekufado was what a common member to say no IMF, I want to be family din Ghana and Jessica da. And Ekufado could a IMF or Jessica and Yeminu Tino to Jessica. Yes. I'm sorry, Ekufado Bob one China Brabo boy, apart from politics. Do seek public funds near the channel. Yeah, the public funds the share also Bobra. How god damn it, how dare you say my Bobra, Ekufado Sua Bobra, na Ghana 40 to do an 80 say Ekufado Bobra, a Braben Ekufado boy, public funds. Some me tear Dr. Ren, Yanjin Kofusi come from Name, Namin Mumai, a simple. I've got brains. I allow it to work. I've got brains. I will allow my brains to work. Because me, I like competition. I love competition. Because competition brings the best in you. It brings out the best. It makes you know, say no, you are competing for something. And in this world, let me tell you, life is a race. And racism. No, life is a race. Is a race. We are racing against each other. Our sons and daughters are racing against the sons and daughters of a friend said Deng Xiaoping. Our sons and daughters are racing against the sons and daughters of Boris Johnson. Our sons and daughters in Ghana are racing against the sons and daughters of Joe Biden. So life indeed is a race. Don't be fooled. Don't think it's a life is not a race. It is a race. That is why we have competition. A man for a 100-meter race. You may be gold, you may be silver, you may be bronze. Because you said you did kind of he deserve gold. So life, our sons and daughters are going to compete with the sons and daughters of Queen Elizabeth. Woman need gold, woman need diamond, woman need bauxite. But Uba woman kroma and Mawa woman nafom. Ghana, Yawa, and Mad Dafom. I showed you the video. I will commercial bonting, so you see a Tissika Cocoso, and so you hospital, Yawa, Yirene, a man with Dafom, the Royals, no, woman in the Dafom, no. The Royals, no, woman in Dafom. Years ago, I met a Nigerian guy, our bar Ghana. And at that time, a young man, now you're chance here because university until so look, having a computer, but Tiancope. Saturn having a computer na a time busy internet opposite Saturn NIT. So and then my main concern my old boy, some fear, me de be lazy around in there. I mean, come a computer, a friend say hardware and software be where night. And I met one Nigerian guy who was my mate at that time. I was very young, 17 years or so. I'll catch him and say, look, he always find it hard to understand why Ghanaians are always complaining because water is flowing at our backyard. We say we are thirsty. That time, I'm in TSC. Because no baby of free Nigeria, every time there are 30 seconds, if you are generated soon and soon to a bag, Ghana no benya electricity, no. We said no. So when you electricity there, and so timidina time, sian and woman, then maybe a humbia banfaso the man. Ghana yet to Chromo, we have every ingredient, and yet we are crying. We have everything to succeed as a human being, and yet we are crying. It's because religion is making us to think and say we need to go to heaven. Uba ye uma maybe ako heaven and wohunda. One and nebi ewu so ako heaven da. And a creflo dollar last month what one was a tight any offering. Ah, what did you know? Nya pampa and nya quarantine jai offering a tight. A tight je and ye. Uba ye one woman who were bushing said wako heaven or tea janin and sunny faso and abunkum soda. Religion only put fear and guilt into men. Religion, it put fear and guilt into people. But I don't know, it's another day. We'll talk about it. In the abundance of water, the Ghanaian is going to IMF. In the abundance of the so-called, we have the men, Kufuor and MPP are going to IMF. The abundance of, you see, yes, sir, we are say we near tea. Now when nyansa uma aponchi machi Kufuor no office ne niate no free se woni nyansa eno nti wokekan sama kese se oba obetimi aye ene se wo so wo kwa akoma IMF machi yesi mbie puno no mpona Kufuor wo motete wo mo pache wo se IMF mbie puno no Kufuor you will be one of the most useless men Ghana has ever had, a waste of sperm. Kufuor ya wodun pankeye. I'm being honest with you, and I'm speaking from deep pains. Pains, I hear pains. So you don't understand what it is to waste, to spend all your years to learn about a man, believe in a man, and that man can disappoint you big time. You know, there's our politics, no. What fun say you could be now, who could be. And they said the Ghana and Ibu was me, the MPP, me, a woman who commands into me MPP, me, a woman of voter region to me, NDC, they by virtue say a woman when it be a who send for support into the would their own nasty say, may analyze the saving to me a voter, why should I support NDC? Why can't I change to be an MPP? Because tribal bigot into me MPP into Chinchina means me as Santin Chinchina means support to MPP, the tribal bigot. On fan to us, is it because of policies? Is it because of principles? Me, it was because of principles. That is why I'm a MPPD, and I believed so well in the Kufuor. Cancer from 1992 with a Dubuahi. Benin Namo Boasi and Tobuasi Kromoni a Dubuahi. Cancer Makasiakasi. Kufuor put the near Nimino. And I'm being honest with you. One money in Nimu woman was a Dubuahi near Kufuor. Sana papa and take it time and study who he is. Obia ne papa no, he's not even proud of his own father. A Kufuor is never proud of his own father. The Ben what is a Kufuor can the papa wants him that. His father was a president. Obia, he's not proud of his own father. Ne papa was a president. But he's not even proud of his own father. Ne papa was a president. Anya ne papa yes, it can be a demand because if you know team or a year ni mano, information I mean can say na ye alert ni bi dia Nigeria ni bi fie and ne papa Ghana must go. Friends, Nigeria must go. Ghana must go. Ghana must go. Pamu Nigeria for no Nigeria osikeni bi na na ne fie no. Ye pamu wo ye pamu papa ni fie wo na Kufuor do mo abusua ne papa mo fa fie no. Ni brefo. No wonder so mobile the ejapa so that they can collateralize all our natural resources. And they are empty. They don't have the skills, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the wisdom. That is the family of Akufo-Addo. No skills, no wisdom, no knowledge, no sense. Jimmy, according to a friend is saying, Honorable Kusibuafo, was it Jimmy Dore Womo? And that is the gospel truth. Jimmy system, this is where we speak truth to power. Power belongs to you. Sri Lanka has led the way. It is up to the Ghanaian to also decide. They say, no, enough is enough. We cannot continue to have this useless president who do not have any respect for any authority. Akufo-Addo has no respect for any Ghanaian. I told you people in 2019, after Namatis and Kofobia joining the bandwagon, Omo Kembi, Nado, and Akufo-Addo. Go and watch my videos in 2019. I told you, Akufo-Addo, all that he deserves is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, because he has no respect. You've not seen nothing yet. I mean, Kabi bin Chiro, and this is a fact. In the next 4 to 6 months, expect hardship who be da ewo Ghana. Me say 4 to 6 months. Expect hardship who be wuriasmu da. Sa hardship no a sin 1982 a commoner ebaye no. Yes. Expect it. It is coming. 6 months from ene Dr. Remy no wakase. Enkonkosi November, December, September, October, November, December or how ne amani hunu a wo behunu ho. Bro adwene ne wonte ase enya bonsam na ayo enya wiase bi na ekọ na wieye eye Akufo-Addo na brabe ni kontomponi Akufo-Addo owudifo no wono ena de saa ohaw no abrewo ostwere konkoro ne se na so wokwase di manimu a the nation mobre. When wicked men are in power, when wicked men are in authority, the nation mourns. Enya nyame bi ena wo kọ na wieye wiase ne nyankọ na wieye ntijai sa nkwase asem ne ka. The Sri Lanka has led the way for us. It's up to us to take our destiny into our own hands. So the destiny of the Ghanaian belongs to you and I. Power belongs to us. It's about time. You're bold. The way we were bold. The way Nkrumah was bold to tell the UGCC, said, we need self-independence now. It is time for you and I to understand that we need now. Action now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for you and I. Very soon I will come and give you explosive details of the cathedral. Yes, with the explosive details of a cathedral. No. Oh yes, Akufo-Addo is a liar. Oh yeah. Me say expect the details of a friend saying cathedral. Me the beba betu him. We will be shocked. Me tell you no. Me na me din kan aka say Akufo-Addo is selling Ghana. Ediama obroni. But that time you can now people thought to say we were joking. But indeed, it's not a joke. Cathedral, Akufo-Addo war torn Ghana. All because he wants to become a knight of British Empire. All because he wants to be referred as Sir. Free akunyano so no betna English abubrochire no wa born ho adwa no wa say wo man no ama Ghana for and what chire wo. How can a man be so wicked to the unborn generation? How can Akufo-Addo be so insensitive to the plight of the Ghanaian? So all that I'm trying to let you understand is say, when it comes to Tumia, so one poru to me be me I tip a boom purgu yo miss man poremedian me I met a friend say keta anyako man poremediano me I take a cam asamko a siema a friend say bovrama a friend say a tikobo ya titi jomro ya was a constituency yam porepori 2 minutes be am fam me Akufo-Addo to me by your man penny. So it means to say collectively, if we also come together and we march forward to the Jubilee House, Akufo-Addo will be shaking because he is afraid of numbers. He told you, I will BBC. Yebusan said, I didn't na trumu Akufo-Addo won jintu. Was it because when you said trumu before no more cancer answer, one more doors, no more but together, Abba so more match it to Jubilee House. Now, so more body out, obey you a super. When we say power belongs to the people, do not underestimate the strength of your tongue, the might in your tongue. Do not underestimate. We will be because Ghana now would take cronis, it will gold, it will diamond, it will bauxite or manganese, with chafa, it will Ghana, and yet Ghana, and ya Akufo-Addo, one in a bush for the Yahoo. And ya Akufo-Addo in the back, Jan Kroma Modia. Akufo-Addo Menoka say, only me Japade or the Ama Jan Kroma. I will be Java the Ama Jan Kroma. And cannot credit to me. And then question the waka sorry them. Uko bomb pie ubunina wusu nina say uko drum a jano a wuka kodi no yan tonioma a jano nyadi a better on your mouth because a Akufo-Addo na was shut and your ye no that's a wuko drum and bema to me a juma ye or bad to me a juma ye near to me bed gas be do dano a Akufo-Addo was say your man. Timmy and a answer. So when we have leaders, I want bar. One do a mind dear grow. Ya wa mine biara to say they were mine your mankasa one more private company one more rania. This is what happens. Two, if we have people and they become themselves like the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams said, they will not talk, they will not speak. That is what give birth to men like Akufo-Addo, to display their foolishness, to display their stupidity, because people don't want to talk. Because we are segregating among us, we are all blacks, so we are all Ghanaians. But among us, we segregate. We were a tenny, we were a frafrening, we were a canning, we were a igbening, we infantining. And unti. So I frafrening bar, ceremony bar. Only the to me can answer because only the officials so ya kwa. It's just me yam kwa. I can force to say a slim for your woman kwa until they have the birthright to talk about ceremony. And so ceremony na waya kwa no. Akwa no wo ba ya wo build the hospitals. And I will tell you why. Let me give you a story. Oh, you've heard about it many times. But the Cinderella story. The ethics, the moral ethics of the story, and say, Cinderella no. She got to learn a lot from her madam. Ubebusrem ni no so wonu gonjani no ya akwa no osuaye. Osua free atamel so, and he became a good apprentice. That is why atamel so free one to me see hospital ma ye no. That is why he was able to build a friend is saying affordable houses. I work saglame. That is why he was able to build e-blocks because he learned the trade from his master at Tamils. Cinderella story, no. One man is so man. They did not learn any trade. They did not learn anything from their mom. So they ended up not being chosen by what? The prince. Or call him the king. Akufo-Addo has no talent, no wisdom, no brain. And he has no apprenticeship skills. So he does not understand politics. What he knows best is propagandist. He's a propagandist doing propaganda. What he knows best is doing propaganda. To climb, get to the top of the ladder. That is the trademark of Akufo-Addo. Everywhere Akufo-Addo akobiano, the obetimi ayene say I saw say obi edinya to me. Ask Kufo. There's a lot of things are under Kufuor's regime. A Akufo-Addo yetia chairman Kufuor, but Kufuor was somebody with the share no one can't wabontene. Tienyansa. Nesianyansa. Don't just listen to wisdom, but be doers of the things that we tell you, Ghanaians. Brene de obi bebreo, and so ebi bebrasimbi. And I can't make cases to be Brenna Ebanum, see, in the next 6 months, 4 to 6 months, the Ebe Koso wa Ghana no, enye duabo, eye nshishe ye boni efri Akufo-Addo, ene Ken Ofori-Atta ne Bawumia. Bawumia, Makacharo say he is worse than Akufo-Addo. I repeat, TME, me say Bawumia is worse than Akufo-Addo. The third time, let me repeat, Bawumia is more evil than Akufo-Addo. I will tell you why. You see, when someone Bawumia kafa, Mahama catcher and said, you people have not tasted power before, but yet you are calling me incompetent. Experience always we say is the best teacher. Iti kono di nkakofo catcher npa nkobeti ase. Sir Rollins can obeti ase, but you will be to say Bawumia. Being a Muslim, one of your hallmark is honesty and truthfulness. Being a Christian, one of your hallmark is being honest and truthfulness. But today, we have these two religion groups. Woman that says baku yo Muslimini, baku yo Christoni, I said command no kore edi woman. But these two religion, the president and the vice, woman soon pen no kore crack. So then the religion aya kono the amagande ni akwada. When we have a Christian, we have a Akufo-Addo, I won't can correct. When we have a Muslim, we have Bawumia, I won't can correct. Then they attracted Ghana and he said, let me go and learn, or maybe let me become a Muslim or a Christian. Because a Christian, we do the apex of a society, he has been honored by the Ghanaian to lead. Not the leadership, any agent of what positive change for the Ghanaian, but done in the home. Okromfo, wadane no ho kontomponi, wadane no ho insensitive man, wadane no ho wicked person. So how is the Ghanaian our tikromo, our sa, our person yo Christoni, dear no be free. TME. So you see the system e what Ghana no, e ya wo kire wom. Enu nti na Ghana ni bi a bompa ye say ya ye wa kwantum ni embre fi ni embe tasty bi. Ye ni mu nyina be ye pe, ye mba. Ye wo nyansafo kurum. I will enjoy in a nyansafo kurum. When the right time come, na mu sua nyansa no a ye beba aba beboa. Until then, each one for himself. Akufo-Addo will keep on punishing you people. Nyansa no. And this is where I find it so hard for NDC. This is where I find it hard to understand the NDC say. So can't we get any sensible person in the NDC political party? I'll be one Nyansa say, yen start impeachment. Can't we get one sensible man in the NDC? Some a friend is saying, some Jata, some George, or Kasak back, very confident guy. Big. Can't we get some Jata to have some sense and say, let us trigger impeachment process? Even if we don't succeed to get Akufo-Addo out of Jubilee House, posterity will come and know, say, he was a useless president, a president that took us to IMF when he complained so bitterly, someone for him called IMF. These are the things that we need to start asking. So NDC for a person about power in 2024. A DNA mo ya fast situation we were there with you guys when it came to E-Levy. See, baby, I do know. Mona mo see from John Mahama say a crossroads. Me makacho say a sing crossroads. Ghana is being buried. Ghana no. Yes, Akufo-Addo na busu yes Ghana. See a tongue Ghana for Japan in the name of jeopardizing the natural resources of Ghanaians. They want to jeopardize all our natural resources. If there's a word like that, jeopardize. If it is not a word, I've introduced a word, a new word. Learn it. TME. This is where we are calling the NDC. Say, yes, NDC, we need your support. Because we don't have any other political party, one more parliament apart from MPP and NDC. And one independent candidate. The independent is the one of the unknowns also MPP. Sebi for menafo, Oko to Abama independent, the Yansemono, we was one of the NDC. Sorry, MPP. Timmy. System na yeding. You cannot cringe to me. Man for sorry, Dr. Ren, calm down. Amazing. Which Pastor, it is I was sorry, I'm for bad. Dr. Ren, come down to Ghana. Hey, Aden. Ghana, no, Aden, calm down, sir. What ye janim fansanifaso, uba from. Yesu Christo, woko e janim fansanifaso, okaze, soon or bebano. What catch Yesu Christo so one brantem? We bompa say, iradi brantem. What ye janim sani any fason. Woman in Tanaho, Dr. Ren, Meti, UK, Abrochri, Woman me hon Tommy. But cannot congratulate to me. Yeah, dear, Hana, ya wono, ya sonia per se demonstration, and one say a computer. So, yeah, Papa Police, Papa Metropolitan Police. I want to do a demonstration. Papa Panama sending me reason and person me, baby, I'm a person me, now police are Jimmy Atum, or Missy and one no Ghana up and saw a demonstration. This is all connected now. IGP, this is a letter. Oh, Ghana. If I can't congratulate to me. In Tisania, Yesu Christo soon or Beba. Sahana Dr. Ren, so mesu soon. Dr. Ren, mesu soon. I'll come. Timo amoka Dr. Ren Brano. Ye soon, Beba. What do I say? Aha. Sapepepe. See me. Me sure Sama good. Me niaba no way. Very beautiful lady. Ye my Tina Tena. See me. No kra o man no yen dim fam ma ye ho nti. Eno nti NDC for kra suro so be impeach Akufo-Addo. Fachemi. Me say no kra yen dim ma ye ho nti. The NDC a omo person ba power 2024 no omo suro so be impeach Akufo-Addo. So NDC for mo dodo mo nim nyansa excluding women. E memma na amu wo mo no. Papafo amu NDC se mo nim nyansa. Won't impeach Akufo-Addo and won't start the impeachment process. Fine, we may not get him out of Juloibi house, but it's going to serve out a notice. It's going to be what? A messenger that should be mebununi bambusian say and maybe by Yebinyana Namam Pama no yo for Udini insensitive president and unti we got the able a friend say opposition political party to trigger impeachment on him. Yemani didn't the history book as the only president that Ghanaians have impeached. Yemani didn't come. And someone wakikan and mudra would die. Nayam fan to tum and throw the lies. The life and lies of Akufo-Addo. Yen book, the life and lies of Akufo-Addo. Emma mebrune maba wani the life and lives of Dr. Imama Dubawumia. Yemo muhu. Yeman kof nkwadani hunu say ni papa bi a friend ya konhwe and didn't Ken Oforiata the finance minister. And then it etikelenkele because se Ghana kope bosia ne bank enya ho fa ayemfa so. And it de bia wo kobosia bo. Wonim ha wa yehhye wo man no. Let's trigger impeachment. What is NDC waiting for? We have seen Sri Lanka. We have seen it. They have led the way. The same I which I was Sri Lanka and Mebunu ako two president free the office and the prime minister is the same thing echoes to Ghana. In Sri Lanka for nyansa for me a soldier for woman ne aye and Mebunu ne maba one more can woman boom. In Sri Lanka for a police for woman stop citizen. In soldier for woman stop citizen. So because they face the hardship. Meanwhile, natural resources no and we have billionaires in the family of Akufo-Addo. Ewo ebimu billionaires were MPP. Akufo-Addo's net worth is almost $300 million US. Unkobusa na say emra 2012 na sika say na wona accounting. MPP for cry the gen to boa the manwa no akwa akudi sika. Ti makachira say so we feel say Akufo-Addo enya ba womia ye worse ba womia de o ye wicked Muslim we didn't throw. Fakura no we can't throw. Very wicked man ba womia. He's an evil man. Obi o kachira is wachi dollar. Edi safama wo pombuenu. And he has dollar you. Such a man is a comedian. Those days, Nami Chia, a friend, a friend is saying, Opare, lawyer Opare didn't come out. Or catch them say, Baumia is a comedian. No, lawyer, you cannot use words like that for a vice president. Yes. Ubisa lawyer Opare Obekach. Pablo, Ubusano Obekach. So no, our vice president is a comedian, Dr. Ren. Understand it. He's a comedian. I don't have to waste my time to even talk about him. And I'll say, no. He has justified the reason why I know because we're a comedian. Be a watch $1, there are two cells, and $1 you be a. What is the Ghanaian waiting for? Yanko da ben Akufo-Addo abe my commander. We are not be chantro say what 30%. This man is a thief. He's a liar. He's an insensitive person. He's a good for nothing president of Ghana. There is nothing good that has come out of Akufo-Addo since he became the president of the Republic of Ghana. One chair be significant. The incompetent Mahama intimianye anseno. Chairman one. A building of schools. Mahama the incompetent build more schools than Akufo-Addo. The 4 years a pet. While 6 school dancing Akufo-Addo is a fact. A hospital, Mahama that is so-called incompetent, built more hospitals than Akufo-Addo is a fact. Tell me one thing, one project. Akufo-Addo, I say Mahama. When it's 6 years, Akufo-Addo, you giant 20 years, Ghana, own to me near Foucault. We probably be attempt at the friends for sale about Ghana for now because he doesn't have the brain to govern. Adwene na wokura no enya adwene edi bumai adwene edi sei nipa obi a wontimi mbo ne papa din enkamfo ne papa sa nipa no oh where nipa Akufo-Addo cannot even mention his father's name obi a oyi ne papa din free ne so a wode ne din fufura akoto ne so enya say bia wo ko tu kwan akwa abrochi na say bia me nkrata me wo problem ntin ma me nse sa me din but na brochi who said papa mbobra na no kofa external family JB Dankwa din be kan Ado Dankwa Ekufu din be kan because when you say JB Dankwa no ono na ba Ghana abakwasem a ono naja anya obetimi di no ho abata no wo di anante ide etimi di age ne samba chibie yenkanya asasem nchire tumi share wo mo hwe me wo YouTube na ma ya de YouTube numbers ne doso esen Facebook fantastic one subscribe YouTube no na why dey kwaye nim it's a happy Sunday with the say United Kingdom for the michia nyina be sure say Saturday next week Saturday ye be share e Ghana party in the park let's meet what the say e be gi ani it's a summertime what the say ye ni bi kura ban be ma ye bi what the say ye ni bi kura ban be ma ye bi na no mete say abranti bi ti ba bi no ye kenke economics bi ti se ba wo mia MPP for the dodo no mo tie MPP for echi no o ma bi ni wo fomo make ka bi nchiro anybody who support to MPP aban we no Akufo-Addo di anim guase abebata MPP wo no sa ni pakro no o yes because onya kakra di free MPP wo enya sa de a menim de nti obetumi support to this Akufo-Addo corrupt government we menim de nti obetumi am because obe support to Akufo-Addo's government the corruption under Akufo-Addo bin see that Now let me take you to these news. Now, TDA. You can correct to me. What should the IMF bailout a Kufuado at the year qua? And non quano, I see it to me jinaso. Na ye impeach a Kufuado, no free acronas. Because he has not been honest to the Ghanaian who voted for him in 2016 and 2020. Especially when in a few weeks ago, his own finance minister, his own cousin, Ken Oforiata, the Etikelenkele man, told us to say, they are not going to IMF today. We are not going to IMF tomorrow. So what changed? What happened? That when anything I be from Manwa Banu, woman timin di wankasa enumu asamso. It tells you that Ghana is being led by men and women without character. So I am here to encourage you, say, what has happened in Sri Lanka no? In the next 4 to 6 months, Kiane King, according to Akufo-Addo's own words, a country a mebuni nyejuma, Kiane King. And Yamina make Akufo-Addo say, basa basa yebesi. If you want the tape, call a Peace FM. Okay. It means me to my Akufo-Addo say, amemo funi amemo kankan o de ba Ghana fo no. Kiane King, bibi besi. Ono ane mu asem na me to ama no. Kiane King, bibi besi. Because a country where the youth enye dwuma enye do. And knowing very well, say, unemployment is a national security issue, no? It will lead to Kiane King, Akufo-Addo besi form. Ono ane mu asem. Today, we've seen in other countries, our conscience adwene ye adwuma. And I'm hoping say Ghana so adwene be ye adwuma. Yes, ya de Sri Lanka for ye and say Kiane King eye NDC for entumi use woman numbers to impeach Akufo-Addo. A back Greater Accra, NDC won majority of parliamentary seats. A back Greater Accra, Mahama is more popular than MPP Akufo-Addo. According to 2020 elections, more Ghanaians voted for John Mahama in the Greater Accra region than Akufo-Addo. It is if you have numbers, send a TSA. You don't abuse the numbers. You use the numbers wisely to your advantage and to the advantage of the country called Ghana. So this is where I am throwing a challenge to the NDC. So indeed, if they are truthful and honest and they want to lead Ghana in 2024, if we don't bring any third force up, it is now time for the NDC to arise and impeach Akufo-Addo, the mampam who is living in the Juloibi house. Because politics is all about numbers. And in Greater Accra, Mahama is more popular than Akufo-Addo. Use the numbers you have. NDC, use your numbers. You and I did it. When it came to the e-levy, you added your voice. Yes, sometimes we face the country and freedom fighters don't agree with you. But at this juncture there, we will indulge your services as parliamentarians of the Republic of Ghana to use your numbers to impeach Mampam Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Sometimes when the going gets tough, you can sit and dine with an enemy. You can break bread with the enemy to what? Unseat the devil. That is what I am doing exactly. That the NDC will listen to us. That the Haruna Idrusis and Co will listen to the voices of the people. Because if not so, if you don't adhere to the voices of the people, 2024, majority of you MPs, Already MPs are crying. My own sister, Dorcas Afutofi, ono, oyado ye papa, emani constituency. CCA, ameneno, enye easy manu, enye easy. Projects are person woye, and you mean koye, or the far now, why, or the taria now, why, but she is still pushing. So, and the parliamentarians are crying. So NDC, ye namu nyina konakra na say mumbo modern use some numbers, and I'm giving you in me mamu security in total, me mamu security details when it comes to the greater Accra. Mahama has numbers than Ekufuado. Konakoshe 2020 elections. I said when the going gets tough, we need to dine with the NDCs. We need to come together with the NDC to unseat Ekufuado. And yes, sir, the next 4 months, Ghanaians will not get money to even pay workers. In the next 4 months, you won't get money to pay workers. And I know why I'm saying it. Domlevu cham wa IMF what na se wo twan. Na nneoma papa domlevu de be yamono. Ono no kure no opewu. What did anybody any penny, any cent, any peswa, any city, kobo, what did anybody actually? And son IMF to me is kadi amamo. Kontomponi o te say a friend is saying Paul Adomwachira bedu UK ohumi anu odwane o tete osuro me kebechi anu ne akanyansa sama kire no kurom ha so oba kurom ha no da ben wo hunu sem futu kwan amanfo nam futu kwan a o muti gold so da kebe kanyansa sama kire no UK ha. I used to give him the chance for him to talk. Yes, nsenye nsem nyina na yeka Paul de ono onim mane mere mane kasa ba UK a ne mane mere mane kasa e wo radio ni TV so omusa no enti NDC the baby a yedu no you need third force at parliament. That is the fact, that is the truth. I won't sit here and behave like a hypocrite. Enti ye best son no use some numbers na what parliament woro impeach Akufo-Addo. Morally no Akufo-Addo is not sound. Morally no Akufo-Addo is not even he has even look. I'm still looking for that woman who called me. How many years ago? Was it 4 or 5 years ago? She called me and told me, said, Dr. Ren, the Akufo-Addo, you don't know him. I know him. So and so, my ex-husband, Nyantechi. And that Nyantechi was the man and asante in Ekana some say, and Mrana a champ water tower, and Yamenu Nyantechi, the woman's ex-husband. Woman catch him say, Akufo-Addo needs to buy. He's a user, he will dump you, and he's not going to do nothing for Ghanaians. That time now, I feel now, Makojing and radio first. Phone in program, we no Jamie personal number, no friend. When me think come almost 1 hour. Or say she says she whipped for Ghana because with the Akufo-Addo, a new man basis. Akufo-Addo is a thief, a criminal, a waste of sperm. The same way with Bawumia, and wasting our time and destroying the nation. Tell me one ministry under Akufo-Addo, a function. Just name one ministry under Akufo-Addo, a function clearly. Tell me one. Wako school, wako we saw your Christian, you won't pen no kore, won't can no kore. I tread deep for them more. Be honest and be bold to speak truth to power. Don't be shy of speaking truth. Don't be shy. Stand for Ghana. The Sri Lankans were not shy of fighting for the unborn generation. Because in Quebec, they will not have any choice than to start eating themselves, cutting themselves, killing themselves, and eating themselves. And it happened during the Chinese regime in the early 1970s. It was so hard. Life was unbearable in China. Yes. That is why you see China for to me D and more being in money because of hardship, they had no choice to start eating certain food and then yes, Mo bi esa omo chichi omo hwe omo na yeso omo na omo di ni nyina. Poisonous animals be one omo di na omo wu. Get this well. It's time we put pressure on the minority party to do the right thing. If only they mean say they want to rescue power in 2024, let us see action from NDC now, so that some of us, if we will be convinced, then we can add our numbers come 2024 to the NDC political party. The reason why I am in Kevin Taylor, Tana TV, and I'm Muslim the third force, we should support NDC. The reason why some of us are not willing and ready to support the NDC is that we are not seeing any seriousness from the NDC. We are not seeing any seriousness from the NDC. This time, imagine if Akufo-Addo was the one in opposition. And Kamahama be fun. I'm telling you. Imagine if Akufo-Addo was the one in opposition. Or be at 2012. When we need to look at the way or hijack Ghana for almost 1 year, it was caught Akufo-Addo. Huh? Why is the NDC quiet? Why is the NDC quiet? That is why when you hear me say third force, let me tell you, fans na minya thank you fans. Come free UK abetna Ghana. Ya ye campaign. Third force can na minya na menya third force ka. The funding. Ka free UK kura check. Ka 2024 ke MP NDC for watch or money MPP nyina. Yes, because we are not seeing any seriousness from the NDC. I'm seeing stupidity. I'm seeing foolishness on the part of majority of the NDC, excluding women. I'm not seeing anything except that they are willing and ready to rescue power. I'm not seeing it. I saw it in Akufo-Addo 2012. On the campaign show, I saw how the man was desperate for power. And in all this, look at how we suffered for him on the campaign trail. Look at how we were beaten, slapped because of Akufo-Addo. Useless man like him. And today, mortgaging, collateralizing all the source of funding for the Ghanaian, introducing COVID-19 tax, introducing air pollution tax. Unim Akufo-Addo 20. Me catch them 2019, 2018. Me see we from Aboni Akufo-Addo jo tax. Yes, we from Aboni Akufo-Addo jo tax. Kona kubusa kopek for. Tax on pollution. We need the NDC to be serious with the Ghanaian. Look at the case of Adwo Asafo. And the NDC cannot even have the sense. To me, I don't regard MPP anymore. I know MPP as failures. I know MPP that as destroyers. And so if I am getting angrier, I will put it in the people that I want them. That last straw that I can clinch on and say, NDC, do something. Do something. Ghanaians have now regretted. So don't disregard the Ghanaian. Don't leave the Ghanaian. Show the way you were able to come out vociferous on the e-levy. Let us see you people trigger impeachment against Akufo-Addo. Let us see. The man whose parents destroyed the destiny of the African continent. Let us see. John Mahama, speak to your NDC people. Asiedu Nketia, speak to your MPs. These were people that destroyed the destiny of their unborn child. These were the people that their parents, out of hatred, bitterness, ensured that other agencies from other foreign countries came and then overthrew Kwame Nkrumah. NDC, do something. I don't regard MPP anymore. I told you 2019 that I'm out of the MPP party. I'm not a member of the MPP. I was a card-bearing member from 2000 to Yaba, my MPP. Brought Kufuor to power. My last hope is MDC and a third force. Third force, yenyesika. Mo amosi third force embra yenyesika. I had a campaign. It's expensive. We need NDC to act on the behalf of the many Ghanaians, on the millions of Ghanaians. If not for anything, remember the 6 million Ghanaians that voted for you in 2020. Their voices is out there. They are crying. They are weeping. They are saying, NDC, do something. They are saying, John Mahama, do something. They are saying, Aksedu Ketia, do something. Oforian Pofu, do something. We need, you see, when it comes to certain things about politics, as a student of psychology, at least we know how the mind works. We need the minds of the NDC. We need the men and women in the NDC to trigger impeachment. We living outside, we on the outside cannot trigger any impeachment. Our constitution does not give us the chance. So we need the NDC. Be the fifth column within the House of Parliament and trigger an impeachment. Let us see how it will end. Let us see it. Don't be scared. Or you people are the same as the MPP. That is what a lot of people are saying. But I doubt. I say that you people are not the same as NPP. But even though you guys are not the same, these two political parties are all below performing average political parties. But NDC is much better than MPP. My MPP, of whom I served for 19 good years. Oh yes. Those days at Kokomlemle, yes, we used to see John Buedu begging for food. I will heavy do. Okoye radio programmer or be patcho and san when ye di. I will heavy do. Nan in pop what to agree, Mr. John Buedu. At that time, we were not begging for food. Oh yes, ask Sledge, Kokomlemle Sledge, ask him. Go and ask the prodigals, the VIPs. Some of us were not begging for bread. We were in our Kokomlemle. We believed in the MPP. Akufo-Addo has failed us. Akufo-Addo has failed us. So we need NDC to come out. Let them come out in their numbers. Let them start an impeachment process. If Akufo-Addo was the one in opposition today, I swear will lie. Like by now, they have like Amemuono Kasesa. Oh yes. By now, Akufo-Addo will be running his own parallel government. Because he's as wicked as that. He's very evil and he can do the worst. He can. He's capable of doing worse. He's a man who does not care about the plight of the Ghanaian. He's very insensitive. He's corrupt. He's a thief. Somebody that can connive with his own family people to set up a company to steal from the Electricity Corporation of Ghana in the name of PDS, collect the taxpayers' money. Akufo-Addo is wicked. Yet we have the NDC sitting down. Ken Ofori-Atta is using his bank to collect monies, percentages. Not even the Bank of Ghana. Businesses meant for Bank of Ghana. Ken Ofori-Atta is using his own company. We had the Ghana National Health Service. COVID-19 came. We gave contract to a foreigner, not to Ghana Health Service. And yet the NDC is sitting down quiet. And they say they want power in 2024. How I wish God will just bring us a miracle wonder to form a third force party. How I wish we can hear men, the voices of other men. And this is where we are. This is where we are because the NDC that want to come into power don't want to even trigger impeachment process. They don't want. Look at the story of Adwoa Safo staying in America and being paid with the taxpayers' money. And the NDC cannot even bite. And yet NDC says they want to come back to power. So that means the NDC has not changed though. They are still that people. The only person that we want him to come to power, if there is no third force, is the person of John Mahama. And I know what I heard in the United Kingdom. I know what someone told me about John Mahama in the United Kingdom. And that person I trust and respect. When that person told me all the things about John Mahama, I have a different thought of John Mahama. How he was able to build schools, hospitals. How he was able to do certain things. But we will need the NDC to help John Mahama. We need the NDC people in parliament today to help John Mahama. And this is what we need. TMA. TMA. The people that support Akufo-Addo today are men without conscience. Because anybody that has conscience will be reminded by what the Bible says. So, in the Bible's own words, Zani Pakroni Wapasia. Bosha would drop Ben Akufo-Addo and share. Bosha, one district, one fact, one district, one dam, one village, one factory. Ubu la hospital egu besini wonsi 88 district hospital wonsi ba kumpo no wasaba ba mema agenda 111 ene otumfo se menka nkere mo se MPP ni de egu asante mem sa asante betie no wasopem na 2024 wo de eye MP se firi ahemfi abade a de mebunu ne maba we firi ahemfi aba ba contest the seat of parliament dia ebeboa. Enti nkranwa ye nya free otumfo so we ende de we face the country convener no yema otumfo na asai tutu onyame kese eboni din ebu yemu enti asese the work has already begun. Yeda na asese wode na ho wode ne beta akire ebe koso anso adana na doma hene so asese wono nso de wonja yemu otai echi se mo pensa kira ye de ase ne me kan he wo me nkomo ye third force ye nyansafo mo MPP mu a wo de omo so wo do wo man Ghana wo pa wo machi eja MPP ye nyansafo mo NDC mo so wo pa wo machi eja NDC no wo so wo man Ghana ne Ghana first no wo make freedom fighters ne third face the country for ye for third force mbra. We need patriotic men and women to love Ghana. TMA. This is what we need to speak truth to power. But you know, obviously, na Dr. Ren, who company man NDC, who company man NDC. In your eyes, when you go to parliament today, do you see any third force political party who can trigger impeachment against Akufo-Addo? I don't see one. I'm a logician. I'm a person that deals with facts, not assumption. I don't deal with ifs, buts, maybes. I deal with absolutes. So if I want Ghana in this current dispensation, Akufo-Addo president, then you're don't expect me to call for a coup. Because even if we have guns, we will not use it. If we have bow and arrow, we will not use it. What we have is our mouth. We will use it. Because the Constitution allows us to speak, freedom of speech. The Constitution does not allow me to take up guns and arms to overthrow Akufo-Addo. So we will use the Constitution. We will test it. That is why we are trying to tell the NDC if they are not useless, they should trigger and start an impeachment process so that we can know how serious they are. So that in 2024, come 2024, we may consider to give them a chance. But if they are not serious and we cannot get wise men that will sit with them and have an emergency meeting, by now an NDC should be holding emergency meeting and come out with a plan. When things happen in UK, You see Labour Party, the minority, they go for emergency meetings and come up with plans. That is why every time you have parties coming into power in developed countries, they don't come and misbehave. They come and work. Look what happened to Joe Biden. Donald Trump. The Republican. He was voted out of office. That is the civilized world. They brought the democracy. We must learn and learn well. We must learn, indeed, learn quickly. But we are far behind, marking time. If we got to learn, we got to learn quick. So let us see the NDC in the coming weeks come up with some plans to start impeachment. Then we will know that the Kufuado na so enyashi. When we were shouting the Kufuado, siphon free play more, he was still bathing in the air. When we were shouting the Kufuado, siphon, nobody heard our plight. He was still going on and misbehaving, and you will get people that are MPP, political party coming to defend because say yes. Sammy, I'll talk about that one tomorrow. I've heard about it. When I step out, I'll talk about this money. I've told you, say Akufo-Addo is a thief. Go read a budget. Go and read the budget. 2019-2020 budget. Sika Akufo-Addo omba be read budget. Di sika nketenkete bi beto odwa. Go read 2021 and 2021 about 2022 budget. Go read. Sika dom pudu omwia. Omo no read your budget man. No omo di be siesie. Akromfo ne wo omo. I've told you, when thieves are leading the nation, yansisa ya adwene. Yema ya adwene mundo. Unam na oba UK, na oba abrochi na hu nneoma pa. Eye nyansafo na yes anu nneoma pa no. Tie me. Yeti krum na adwo asafo ti obi man so. A whole MP, a whole minister, to be chrome, and minority cannot do anything about it. And this minority want to come to power 2024. Wallahi. Oh, Ghana. The 275 MPs, no, excluding Emma and Yansafona woman yakakre. Ghana. Samati, World Bank, as some of the Abba. The World Bank supported Ghana with $903 million. Akufo-Addo, what now $14 billion could within $903 million. Akufo-Addo, or your crown for. See, between July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022, the World Bank approved a total amount of $903 million US. Never in the history of Ghana has any development institution approved such a large amount of money in one single year. Akufo-Addo tewo, to Jubilee House. Very soon, we'll be at Jubilee House. Oh, very soon. We will occupy Jubilee House. Very soon, we shall occupy Jubilee House. $903 million just 1 year with this Ikano or IMF. $14 billion with D or IMF. Now Ghana opposition party or power 2024. I am for Tewo, Chief Imam Tewo, a Bishop Tewo, Bishop Danka William say he will not talk. What to work? Now maybe when the going gets tough for to me see what Sri Lanka and now as a kafu pia bontinia na a young for a chancy woman with cutlasses and machetes no woe betide you people in the next 4 to 6 months. This is what is going to happen. It might be a prophecy. TMA. Dr. Ren Jaijuma now, stop fighting for Ghanaians. Ghana form part. It will not stop. Because if not for anything, we've seen the Ghanaian build roads, build bridges, build dams. And so I still have a strong belief in the Ghanaian. We were not born of any inferior god. Ghana, ebe fan into my perfra. Ghana bede, ebe fan into my perfra. This is where, this is where the person me candidate chair will say, a humanity, freedom fighters all over the world, a humanity. We should not give up. A humanity. But let us not give up. Because the only hope in Ghana today is freedom fighters. The only hope for Ghanaians is fix the country conveners.
Public sites and the right capital injection into the private sector SMEs, backed by adequate marketing drive traffic to Ghana that will result in the ultimate growth of the tourism sector in the country. In this period of global economic crisis, it is the right time to take calculated and strategic steps to review and grow our economies. Indeed, it is the time for development partners to show good faith with struggling economies. The World Bank Group stands resolute and prepared to go the long haul with countries like Ghana. And I urge players within the tourism value chain to reciprocate this gesture from the bank toward the tourism development project by ensuring demonstrable results at the end of the day. This will be the only motivating factor that will keep the project going. Your Excellency, before I conclude, I would just like to take this opportunity to quickly recap the performance of our program in Ghana over the last fiscal year that just ended last week on June 30th. This year, between July 1st and July 1st, 2021.
MPP for Amudi MPP, inferiority complex MPP, foolish soldiers, foolish soldiers,
In June 30th, 2022, the World Bank approved a total of $903 million for Ghana.
I said the World Bank for someone might say $903 million. A Kufuado say one constituency be on my $1 million meboa. Yamfa says Sikawe, Omonsakai, and Uncomuchama constituency be $1 million. And Kawunim the Mebron and Maba Wabitimi.
Never in the history of Ghana has any development institution approved such a large amount of money in one single year. And I take the opportunity to thank my colleague development partners for working together toward the common goal of helping reduce poverty in Ghana. This strong performance in delivery has also been accompanied by...
You heard what the man said, Meboa. When we see Kankwa, Bosia Bokra, we cried a pound, see the Busiano there, a Chemukra pound. A trim women credit CC credit, we cried a trim, ready go, ready go. A Kufado are buying Kwabai, go, IMF, World Bank, European Union, African Development Bank, Korea, Germany, Government of Ghana, Bank of Ghana, a year, friend is a GOG, a year contingency fund. Menkeka UK ni a year USC can count who. Me say the Menkeka UK USC can count 25.559 billion Ghana cedis. What did the Sikana wohono? That so support to MPP. Unyankopon ehu mobo one wasefo. Mona mobe kwa bonsam jimuno. No ma muhu no kure mon kan no kure no. See the amount of monies wasted. See the amount of monies wasted. See the monies wasted. See. Your propagandist president. See the amount of monies. A Kufuado asen. Mustafa Kamal. So Dr. Ren, no more third force. Third force is coming, Mustafa. What I'm saying is right now, we don't have third force political party at a year Parliament House. So we need the NDC to impeach the president. Come out in 70. What I say, there is a third force coming. But what I'm saying is when it comes to the impeachment, it's what constitutional process. We cannot go and do anything otherwise. We can only trigger the constitution, no? What you say? So the only political party that can help us now is the MDC to impeach the president. We need their numbers to do impeachment. Why? We have guns, we will not use it, even if we have one. We have bow and arrows, even if we have one, we will not use it. I don't support coup. I support a constitutional process see be follow. TMA. See the amount of money. This is even the old one, way old sky be become almost 10 billion abekam. As a more than that, we the titisika, we titisika. You call IMF into we na IMF ni na become. TMA. Mrs. Say. Sikano e wo no wahu sikano. We mun shew. $900 million no dollars no eno a friend say enka hu with the emoti wona ye can some ye freedom fighters are you people will not come and join very soon me the link ni beto na so be chere wa dwene if you na ekọ ye ba anya me nkwa na me chere ma dwene ye nyina be chere ya dwene ikuru na ye timini umienu nyina ye kuru a enya Dr. Ren nkwa kuru ye nyina come and ye obese to come and show your mind onso be chere wa dwene oba abomodi